The key word for this first problem was collinear. What does collinear mean? Same line. So they're asking you, is A, which is A, D, H on the same line? Yes or no? Can I draw one line between all 3 points to connect all 3 points? No. So the answer is no. Okay? Now, name me 3 collinear points. Anybody? AID. Because if I wanted to, I can draw a line between AID. That works. F. What did you say? FKG. I can draw one line between those points. BJC. All right. If you look at this, I can connect one line between those 3 points. Okay. Now, it's asking you, is ABEF coplanar? Yes. If you look at it, ABEF are all on this side plane. Do y'all see that? So, yes. Now, give me 3 that are non-coplanar, not on the same plane. I, J, and give me another point. I, J, K. Would they be on the same plane? No. What about another one? A, B, and what? Give me a point that would not be on there. A, B, and C would be on the same plane because it would be this top. Give me another one. A, B, and what? G. Do you see there's no way that they're on the same plane with? Okay. There's multiple answers. Okay. When I asked you to answer these were just, they did not go with the diagram. 2 lines intersect at A. Here's my 2 lines. Where do they intersect at? Right here. What is that? A point. Now, 2 planes. If I was to take this wall and this wall, they intersect right in that crease, that corner, but that corner is a line, okay? Do you see? It's not up there at the top, but it's that whole from top to bottom. If you need to look at this picture, if I was to take this plane right here, do you notice that? And I take this plane right here, where the green hits is a straight line. Do you see that? So those 2 planes intersect at a line. All right, a plane and a line intersect at, do y'all remember when we punched a hole through something and we opened it up and what was left? When we took our pencil out, what was left in our plane? A hole. What would represent a hole? A point, line, or plane? Point. Good. All right, and then 3 planes. So the 2 wall and the ceiling intersect where? The 2 walls and that ceiling intersect over there in that little point. Here is a picture so you can see. Do y'all see I have these 2 planes intersect. Now I'm going to add this plane to it. Here are my 3 planes. They all come together right here at C. Okay? All right. What is the key word in this information? What is the key word? What's the vocab here? Bisect. What does bisect mean? What does bi mean? 2. When you dissect something, what do? Cut it in half, cut it open. So you're cutting it into 2 equal parts, or because we're talking about angles here, 2 equal angles. So if you notice, MO is the bisector. So it cuts the big angle into 2 equal angles. That's what you had to know for this. Now that you know that, we can now set up an equation. It says MNO. So this whole thing is 2x plus 4. Then it said NMO. NMO is right here. That is 21. But what would be the measurement of here? 21, right? Because then we say they're both equal now. Now you have an equation. It's a little backwards, but you have an equation. 21 plus 21 equals 2x plus 4. The two smaller angles add up to be larger than the greater angle. Two smaller angles add up to be the larger angle. So this is now 42 is equal to 2x plus 4. Now, some of y'all like it written the other way. How many of y'all like it written the other way with x? All right, so guess what you're going to do? You're just going to switch the equal sign. We're going to put the 42 over here. But you have to take this whole thing and put it on the other side. Now that looks a little better, doesn't it? You can do that, but you have to take the whole thing, not part of it, the whole thing. So let's subtract 4 to both sides. 2x is equal to 38. Divide by 2. X is equal to 19. Didn't ask you to solve, just solve for x. Perfect. Give y'all a second to write that down before I move on. All right. Can I move on? All right. Blank is the midpoint of FG. What point is the midpoint of FG? No, what point? H. Do you see that? That is in the middle. Now, blank is an angle bisector. We just talked about bisector. It is the ray that cuts the angle into 2 equal parts. Where would the angle bisector be? All right. Now, you are right. It's this right here. But we can't just say I. We have to use the 2 points. So it's going to be HI. Do you see how I highlighted it so I could see which 2 points I'm talking about? This little mark on the board. What is that? Do y'all see that mark, or is it just me? You see this right here? I can't figure if it's that or if it's the projector. Because it's dirty up there, that projector. All right, now, we're skipping this one. Wait, did I miss one? I did it? Not yet? Okay. Oh, you need me to go back? Put that phone away. All right. Do you all have this or no? Okay. Didn't I tell you there were going to be ones in here that I took out? No, I just took them out to make it shorter. All right. This one says, when I say A to D, I'm asking for what? The distance or the length. So I'm asking for the length or the distance. Now, it's easy to find the length and the distance here because it's just a straight line. So A to D would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The end. That is all they're asking. Do you want to sit on the other side, Brandon, or are you good? Okay. That is all they're asking. And that is a leadway into the distance formula, just to help you out. All right. So the next problem. I know they're probably not the right numbers. Like this one is 5 for you. But you see the picture. All right. There is some, do not just look at the picture. In geometry, you must read up at the top. Do you see they gave you some key information up there? So HG is 24. I'm giving you a half a point on the test just for putting in the information into the picture. You don't get just, I'm just going to look at it kind of thing. So again, this is similar to the angle addition. This is segment addition. This is not 180. We're not talking about the degree of the angle. Do you understand that you do not have two angles here? You're talking about the length of the segment. Please do not make that mistake. So therefore, the two smaller segments add up to be greater than the larger segment. 2x minus 3 plus x plus 6 is equal to 24. If you need to, some people like putting this, putting a plus there, so they know that they add those up to equal the bigger one. It just helps them out, whatever works for you. Now, you need to make sure that you combine like terms. 2x and x is 3x. Negative 3 and 6 is a positive 3, and then we still have the 24. So let's subtract 3 to both sides. 3x is equal to 21. Divide by 3. X is equal to 7. Give you a second to write that down if you don't have it. All right. So, what type of angle is this? Right. Because of the box. Whoops. What type of angle is this? Acute. What is this? Straight. If you put straight line, I will give you credit. What is this? Beautiful. Moving on. All right. So now knowing this box lets me know what type of angles are these. They add up to 90. So it looks like this. This is how your equation should be set up. Blank plus blank equals 90. So if you wanted to, if you did not know that that was 50, you could set up the equation. Some of y'all already just figured it out and just put 50. That's fine. This type of problem, it's okay. Now, what type are these? 180. So they are a linear pair. So, oh, she got one. Javier, you got one? Okay. So, again, this is blank plus blank equals 180. X plus 15 plus 2x is equal to 180. This becomes 3x plus 15 is equal to 180. Subtract 15 to both sides. 3x is equal to 165, sorry, divide by 3, x is equal to 55, right? I'll move it up so y'all can see it. I give you time to write that one before I move to the next one. We're at the bottom. I don't know. Did you get 165?
Well, you know what? I didn't do math.
Okay. Now, I'm glad you said that. Sonia says she did not get the math right. Let me tell you something right now. If you set up the problem right, that is majority of your points on the test. If you messed up somewhere around here, let's say this was worth of 5 points, you set up the problem right, but you made some little minor mistake, I'm only going to take a point off. Okay? Does that make sense? Thank you for messing up, Sonia, so I can remember to say that. Not messing up, but making a mistake. Making mistakes just make you even better in life. That's all it is. All right, what is the key in this picture? Oh, what do these mean? The same, right. It's not 90 because you don't see a box. So this setup should be like this. That means when you say they are equal to each other, that means there's an equal sign in between them. So this becomes 3x is equal to x plus 3. Oh, some of y'all who got fractions, I see what you did wrong. You ready? You forgot to subtract x. You added x. Because they're on two different sides of the equal sign. You still should get someone got 4/3. That's who I'm. Divide by 2. It's okay to get 1.5. It's okay to get a fraction. Y'all are so used to getting whole numbers in life. Trust me, when that lottery gets up to 1.8, y'all gonna want that 0.8, right? That's a fraction of a million or billion. $1.5. All right. All right, here we go. What is the key information here? What's the key information here? Y'all didn't see the bug? It was driving me crazy. All right. I did. All right. What do you... Yeah, I am. Where's the key information in this picture? Not 180. They're equal. Do y'all see these marks? That means they're equal. Because it touched this. So, that means they're equal to each other. Again, let's repeat this. It's not equal to 180 unless you have two angles. Do you see two angles here? In order for you to see two angles, it would have had to look like this. Is everybody with me? Two angles add up to 180 degrees. All right. Shh. You should have. All right, let's go through these. Give me a pair of vertical angles. What would they be? Angle 4 and angle 3. Do you see that I can make an X? Right here and right here. And these are the two that are across from each other. Vertical angles are what? Are they supplementary, complementary, or congruent? Congruent. Give me a pair of adjacent angles. There's a bunch. Now what does adjacent mean? Side by side. Is angle 1 and angle 3 side by side? 1 and 2? Give me another pair. 4 and 5. Give me another pair. 2 and 3. Any of them that are next to each other. Whoops. Work. Angle. Angle 1. Which one? This one? It's an and symbol, but it's so tiny you can't really tell. All right, give me supplementary that form a straight line. Which ones would they be? There's 2 pair of supplementary ones. 4 and 5 is 1. Angle 4 and angle 5 form a straight line. Does angle 1 and 3 form a straight line? It would if it had angle 2 in there. 3 and 5 form a straight line as well. Now, give me a pair of complementary angles. Complementary, which ones are good? What 2 angles add up to make a 90-degree angle? Angle 1 and angle 2, right here. All right, I need a time check. All right. How would I set up this equation? What is the key information in this picture? 90 degrees. So they add up to 90. So your formula should be something similar to this. You're adding it up to equal 90. So 3x plus 36 is equal to 90. Subtract 36. 3x is equal to 54. Divide by 3. X is equal to 18. Now, I love the next problem. Love, love, love the next problem. Are you ready? How many of y'all would have looked at this problem and just said, I'm not doing it? Just be honest. Now, I'll give you a hint. It's a whole bunch of letters in here. Here is the hint. You cannot compare or put a relationship between any 2 unless they have the same letter. So let's start there. Which 2 do I have? 2 M's, 2 Z's, or 2 Y's? 2 Y's. Okay. So now let's look at this. All I am now going to do is I am going to compare this angle right here and this angle. So out of all the type of angles we have, what type of angles are they? They are obtuse, but them 2 together are what? They're 180 degrees. If I don't even look at this, if I just had that problem, isn't that one look very similar to that right there? Okay, so we have that. So that is all you can do. It's a puzzle. You only can do a piece at a time. You did not go to kindergarten and then graduate the next year. You had to do a little bit at a time. That's what's happening now. So you just said those are supplementary. They equal 180. So let's solve for y. So let's plug this in. 3y plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 180. If you don't know, blank plus blank equals 180. Now, I got 5y plus 5 is equal to 180 degrees. Subtract 5. Put it away. 5y is equal to 175. Divide by 5. Y is equal to 335. All right. Once you have found y, you're going to have to use it to find the rest. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Now that we know that, let's go ahead and let's plug it in, Come on. So, 3 times 35 would give me this angle. To get this angle, I'm going to do 2 times 35 plus 5. Do you see I'm plugging it in for y? You all have calculators. Do not call it out. Go ahead and find out what those two are. Do not call them out. It's hard. I knew it was going to be 1 or 2. It was going to be 1 or 2 people. All right. So, you should have gotten, I think, 105 here. No. It's 105? And then I guess because if that's 105, this has to be 75. Now, let's find the rest of them. Sonia just said that these two now are supplementary. Do you all agree with that? Did they add up to equal 180 degrees? So you could have said 4m minus 1 plus 105 equals 180. What's another way you could have found m? Someone tell me. If you didn't want to do supplementary, that works, but what's another way? There's multiple ways we could find this one. Tell me a relationship between this angle right here and this angle right here. They're equal because they're vertical, right? If you don't know that, write it down. So you could have set it up as 2 possible answers. Problems. You could have said 4m minus 1 equals 75 because they're vertical, or you could have done Sonia's way and 4m minus 1 plus 105 equals 180. Either one gives you the same exact answer. Don't care which one you pick. So, if I add 1 here, I'm going to get 4m is equal to 76. Divide by 4. M is equal to 19. If you would have done it with Sonia's, it would have been 4m plus 104 is equal to 180. 4m, if I subtract 104, I get 76, which is the same thing. So we found m. Now, someone tell me how to find z. All right, give me an equation to make for z. All right, I heard this. I heard 9z plus 6 is equal to 105 because these two are vertical. That's fine. Z is equal to 99. Z is going to, Z is going to equal 11. The problem was not hard if you knew your vertical angles and plugged it in. Now we'll get into the good stuff that y'all love. Distance and midpoint. No, wasn't at all. And I'm going to show you how to use those number lines that I gave you in case you want to. All right. Does everybody have this written down? I'm trying to catch up with the time. I got 15 minutes, really only 10. So y'all can put everything back. All right. Whoops. Did I miss the midpoint one, or is this the first? Distance. All right. Now, you could use a graph, or where's the thing? Where is it? All right. Let me just go back here. Sorry, y'all. All right. Copy. All right. That's what we are. You could use the graph, or if you have your number line, you could use your number line. Again, I only have it up to 10. You all have it all the way to 20. Okay? But this is just so you get an idea. You could graph it, and I will do the graph method on the next problem. Now, if you all had no idea, Miss Nash, I don't know how to get from -2 to 5. Here is -2. Is everybody with me? If I go from -2 to a 5, all I got to do is count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a +7. To go from a 3, here's 3, to a -7, all I got to do is count. I'm going down, so it's -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is down 10. What is the formula for distance? A squared plus B squared equals C squared. You must memorize that tomorrow. All right? So, your answers, Richard, Aaron, 100 plus 49 equals C squared. 149 is equal to C squared. Square root it. C is equal to 12 point what? 12.1? There's your answer. So you may use that number line in order to count. Okay? Are y'all writing this down over there? Remember, that's the formula for distance. All right, midpoint. What is the formula for midpoint? X plus X divided by 2 and Y plus Y divided by 2. Y'all, we got to get this done. So, this becomes -1 plus -2 divided by 2 and 3 plus 6 divided by 2. -3 over 2 and 9 over 2, which equals -1.5 and 4.5. All right. Now, the next problem is asking you for the length and the midpoint. Length, what formula am I using for length? Distance. Here we go. So, quickly, If I wanted to find the distance here, I just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I squared plus 6 squared equals distance squared, or C squared. 25 plus 36 is equal to D squared. 61 is equal to D squared, square rooted. D is equal to about 7.8 or 7.9. That is the distance. Midpoint, you could make the box and make the X, or you could just find out that this is at 3, -2, and this is -1, -2, -3, -3, 3. So if I do midpoint, it's going to be -3 plus 3 divided by 2, and 3 plus -2 divided by 2. 0/2 and 1/2 is equal at 0 and 0.5. If you would have made the box, whoops, my box is totally off now. Y'all would see it's at 0.5. Same thing. All right, I got about 4 minutes, so I need to hurry up. If you do not have this, I will put this page as a PDF on the web page as well. All right, what is the complement of 49? What does complementary mean? Adds up to what? Adds up to what? 90. So what number adds up? Do you need to add up to 49 to get 90? 41. You're basically doing 90 minus 49. Now, what does supplement mean? Supplement, supplementary, supplementary. 180. So 180 minus 49 is equal to 150. No. What is it? 130. 131. All right. Next. All right, we definitely need to go over one of number 16. It says the midpoint is at M. Find the other value. So this is your midpoint. So you need to find the other endpoint. That's when you can do the table or the snowman. It does not matter. What needs to go right here? What needs to go in the middle? The midpoint. Good. This is 3, 4. Now, if you're on your number line, to go from 3 to 6, 3 to 6, you go up 1, 2, 3. So guess what you're going to have to do again? You're going to have to go up how many? 1, 2, 3. So your answer is 9. You add 3, so you're going to go up 3 more. To go from 4 to 10, 3 to 6. To go from 4 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I have to do that, I have to go up 6 more, and I get 16. All right. I'm not doing the second one. I'm moving to number 17. And that will be the last one. Is this number 17? Yes. X is in the interior of LIM. So we got to draw LIN. And X is in the middle, in the interior. So that means I have a value. It does not say bisector. It just says it's on the inside. If LIN is 100, boom. And LIX is 14T, and xin is t plus 10. How am I going to set up this equation? I have t plus 10 plus what? Plus 14t is equal to 100. Again, you're adding the two smaller ones to get the bigger. So this becomes 15t plus 10 is equal to 100. Subtract 10. 15t is equal to 90. Divide by 15. T is equal to 246. Now, how would I find these two if I knew that? How would I find those two? What do I need to do in order to find this angle? Plug it in, plug it in. 14 times 6 is going to be 84. And 6 plus 10 is 16. They add up to 100. All right, before you can leave here,